Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. We just heard Senator say, well, your party seems to be crying wolf where there is none. Could you tell us what transpired on the day, yesterday?
Thank you very much. It was, what happened yesterday was obscene, and it is an unusual thing in a civilized society. We were having a normal walk into the pavilion to worship the Lord as said by the Lord. The police had said they didn't want us on the street, and we decided to go into the pavilion where you have the Eleka campaign office to praise our God. The awesome-looking Nigerian policemen, known for their defiance to civilization, attacked the governor of the state, slapped him, used the gun butt to hit him on the neck, and started shooting at innocent people, tear gassing us, as if they want to repeat the ethnic cleansing in Plateau State. We start to wonder whether there is any democracy or any expectation of sane democracy in Nigeria. Yesterday was bad. It was terrible. It's a bad signal to the whole world, but a clear definition of the personality of Buhari and Idris. Idris, who was formerly the commissioner of police in Kano, at the time that infants voted, at a time that all rules concerning electoral process were breached, was the same person that they have thrown up to become the Inspector General of Police. What moral instruction would such a person give to people? A man who was in defiance of the National Assembly. Do you notice any decency in him? Do you think he could have given any sane or sober instruction to his people? What happened yesterday is part of the Idrisi philosophy. And I'll tell you, the duo of Idris and Buhari, with the murderous background of Buhari, will end up ending democracy and replacing it with dictatorship.
Mr. Guntuashe,
but we pray to God.
I think at this point, just some house cleaning. We need to be really cautious about the adjectives that we use. First, you say in Kano, infants voted. No agency, all of them have repeatedly, they say they've set up investigation, they've looked into even the most recent cases, and none of them were through. They say those images were fake. So to that extent, we can't rely on what you have said. And you can't call people names. So let's just stick with the particular issue. Concerning the governor that you say was beaten and attacked, just a moment. Do you have, for those who query or question that particular narrative, do you have any documentary evidence that that occurred?
There are pictures. There are pictures. I was there. Senator Olujimi was there. Other respectable Nigerians whose words will stand out as an oath, they were there. We witnessed it, we saw it. It was unbelievable. But remember, the same set of people in uniform were the people that threw down the mother of Fela Anikulapo at over 78. They threw him down from the two-story building and fell down. They have no human feelings. They can do just anything.
Mr. Guntuashe,
what is happening in Plateau? Do you need any photograph to do that?
We just heard Senator say that your party, part of why I said, he said you were crying wolf where there's none, because the key persons who campaigned for your party in the last elections have all left. And as such, you don't have the backbone, and you're trying to whip up sentiments because he says you've seen the handwriting on the wall that your party is going to lose. He named names of those who have left your party.
My brother, in democracy, you have people moving from party to party. Recently, you have seen those people who left us in the new PDP coming back home. Now you have seen the redeemed APC coming back to us. So normally, you have few people motivated by some things, one thing or the other, personal ambition or envy, you see, leaving the party. But believe it, there has been nobody who has been instrumental to genuine success of PDP in the past that have left the party. Majority of our votes, I'll tell you the secret, the love of the people for Oshokomale, the governor of Ekiti State, the love of the people for a performing governor. All other people that have left, we have nothing against them, but do not overestimate them. We know the value of each and every one. As to the senator who is talking, he knows within himself that he is lying. He knows he is lying. He knows what he's saying is unedifying. And that is, it doesn't represent the truth.
Can you tell us before
we are going to win.
Which one exactly is a lie?
No, it is a lie to say that, yeah, it is a lie. One, to say that those who made us win past elections have left. I don't know who these people are. Those who left were people that PDP made, who are paying us in bad coins. So we are not fidgeting about them. Good radiance or bad rubbish. What we are saying, the people are still with us. They have seen the infrastructural development. They have seen our good touch on education. They have seen the peaceful environment within which we live that has not witnessed any political killing in the last 4 years. They love this. They want it to continue.
All right.
That is the essence of the continuity we are talking about.
All right, Mr. Gboyega Oguntuashe, the chairman of the PDP in Ekiti, thank you for talking to us this morning. Senator, he says, you're lying about some of those things. Is that the case?
I'm really surprised at Gboyega's language. First, I've known him for too many years, and he knows that I don't lie. Every Ekiti person knows that I don't lie. So I say it as it is, and I think he will regret that statement. And I would expect a very personal apology from him.
You think you're going to win?
Oh, by far, by a landslide. There is no...
How
you
much
see, when you look at it in totality, when you say these people don't count, that don't count. And personally, I left for the PDP. Baba Obasanjo gave me a ticket for the Senate because he recognized the kind of crowd that I could muster in Ekiti, pure and simple. So now I went there to add value, because at the time we were all living, 14 of us who were aspirants left. That did not happen this time. Every aspirant stayed back and they're all working for Kayode Fayemi. So it's a different scenario. And for him to say that the people of Ekiti, they are following, what are they envying in what Fayose has done? Fayose touched only 2 towns in Ekiti. He left the remaining 14 local governments with nothing. Not even a shovel
to do anything. The president said that the Ekiti people, he has advised the Ekiti people to look beyond stomach infrastructure, which is one of the strengths of the Fayose administration, to help people to at least live through the day. What is it that is different that you think that your party, and including the governorship aspirant, will bring to the table this time?
Oh, when we talk, the president said they should look beyond the stomach infrastructure, because there was no stomach being fed in Ekiti.
Okay.
That's the truth.
All right, Senator,
the stomach infrastructure money was going into his private pocket.
We need to answer at this point. Even though they will contravene and say, no, that cannot be the case. But we'll leave it at and see what happens afterwards. Thank you very much for coming on, Senator Ayarishe. And we also spoke to all the other parties, as you may have seen, the ones we could get.